At 12 o'clock, we got UNC, which went 1-0 last week. Started out their season with a win against Florida A&M, although wasn't exactly as easy as you would have liked if you're a UNC fan. Traveling to App State, which went 10-4 last year. App State favored by 2 points on ESPNU. Drake May, the quarterback for UNC, went 29-37 last year, threw for 294 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for a 78.4% completion percentage. O'Marion Hampton, their leading rusher from last week, had 14 carries for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Josh Downs had 9 catches for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, I think what's really fascinating about this football team is their offense is very dynamic. Drake May came in, and he really started off where Sam Howell left off, and I think that's really, really cool. But Josh Downs is obviously an elite threat, and O'Marion Hampton, he looked good last week. The problem, in my opinion, is the defense on UNC. They let up a lot of points for Florida A&M unit that was losing a lot of their players. Now, that might also have to do with why their offense was dynamic against Florida A&M. Florida A&M did not have a large majority of their players for that game because of academic ineligibility, which was just a whole thing on CBS Sports. But this is a UNC team that is dangerous, but also has the ability to be weak. At the same time, if that makes sense, I think the defense is an extreme weakness of this football team. We'll see if it gets better as the season goes along. Chase Bryce, the quarterback for App State, went 242 with 390 last year, threw for 3,337 yards, 27 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, and a 61.1% completion percentage. Cameron Peoples had 166 carries for 926 yards and 14 touchdowns last week, and Christian Wells had 12 catches for 243 yards and 2 tutties. App State and UNC are 1-1 all time, and last one went to App State in 2019. I don't know if you remember that game. It was a pretty good game. I think this game could be really interesting. App State's here by 2 points, and I think App State's going to be interesting in the Sun Belt. Obviously, the biggest competition is probably Coastal Carolina. We don't know how good UL Lafayette's going to be this year with no Billy Napier for the first time in a long time. So we're going to see. It could be a race between those 3 teams at the top of the Sun Belt. I honestly do expect App State and Coastal Carolina to both be the best teams in the Sun Belt, and I believe that's going to be the best game of the year in the Sun Belt is when App State and Coastal Carolina get together to play. But does App State start off the season with a win over a Power 5 team? I think so. I think App State's a really good football team. I've always had a lot of faith in App State. I think they're really, really good, and I'm going to go with App State to win this one at home.